Hello traders and welcome to the Friday wrap-up, November 7th, 2014. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Actually, it's November 8th for me. It's Saturday morning, bright and early, nice blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and the water is crystal clear blue today. Absolutely gorgeous. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I do the Friday wrap-up every single Friday, about 4 to 5 hours after the New York session closed. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from the Public Safety Department out of the great state of Florida. Got on a big bird for a 3-month holiday to Thailand. Well, traders, I'm still here, and I'm really enjoying myself. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every single day. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to trade every day, but I'm trading the markets every day. Fundamentals, looking at charts, looking at possibilities, probabilities, and hopefully trades to gain some profit. Alright, traders, let's go over the legal stuff. This is the risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders, that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Alright, traders, let's go over and let's talk a little about our commentary today. Wow, what a Friday with NFP. I think the big news out of all of it, even though that we were above 200,000 again, I think it's the 4th month in a row, is that our unemployment in the United States is now below 5, but I think it was 5.6 if I'm not mistaken. I think that is really the big issue that we're looking at in the future, and that is great. The dollar is very strong, and the dollar will remain strong. And as we look at these charts, you're going to see some wild stuff. You know, not a lot of junk out there. These charts are in pretty good directions. The Dow 30 closed up in the green, just barely at 0.11%. The S&P 500 closed up really barely at 0.03%. The Nasdaq 100 closed in the red, barely at 0.09%. And the Russell 2000 was up at 0.12%. If you go over across the other side of the pond, we have a little bit of mixed action over here. The DAX closed at negative 0.91%, with the FTSE 100 up 0.25%. And the CAC 40 was in the red at 0.89%. The Euro Stoxx 50 closed at negative 1.20%. Traders, if we come over to my side of the world, let's talk about Asia. The Nikkei 225 closed up 0.52%, with the S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney up 0.78% in the green. The Shanghai was in the red at negative 0.28%, and the Hang Seng was negative at 0.42%, and the Kospi ending in the green at 0.18%. So that's basically what has happened, and I think it's probably the biggest news is that NFP is in its 4th month of over 200,000, and also that unemployment is now below 6%, which is very good news out of the United States. And what do we expect from that? Well, we expect for dollar strength to continue. There's no reason why we should not be dollar strength in the back of our brain when we start looking at our trading charts and start trading in the next Asia session. Alright, traders, this is this week's daily charts and review. Wait till you take a look at this one. This is the New Zealand yen. This is New Zealand yen daily chart. Look at how nice. Remember, each candle is a daily candle, so it comes down nice. What does it do? Hits resistance, gives you the nice pin bar there. Look at that big wick there. To the red side, next 2 days to the upside. Still did not take out that top resistance area. So the New Zealand yen looks like this might be continuing to the upside. We'll see what happens. I think this NFP data really is going to change some pairs this week. It's going to be fun. This is a Swiss yen daily chart. Again, this is just a huge. This is the big red candle is the NFP candle. My charts are set to Bangkok time. That's where you're seeing another candle there. But anyhow, take a look at this. This is just absolutely huge candle, and then of course pulls back. And again, we're bullish, right? There's no reason not to be bullish in the Swiss yen here. Here's the Euro. New Zealand's absolutely sideways. Nothing going on. The Euro's weak. The New Zealand is weak. New Zealand has been bearish as heck. It continues to be bearish, as you'll see later on. So we have week against week. So what happens when you have week against week? Sideways price action, and that's exactly what we have right here. Take a look at this CAD yen. Is this not beautiful or what? This is absolutely gorgeous. Can you imagine if you would have taken this off of that 200 exponential moving average with that doji candle, that red candle, and got in there and it's still in this trade? Wow, you'd be a happy camper. This thing is just moving absolutely perfectly. This is a picture perfect Forex chart right here. Nice stair step, little fib, pulls all the way up, comes back down, gives you a little fib, and now it's pulled up. Now it's made a higher high, so we expect this to continue. I don't see anything in its way why it should not. And, that's what it is. The CAD yen daily. It's beautiful. Here's one of my favorites, the Euro Aussie. This has been all over the place now. This has been hugging this 200 exponential moving average for the last 3 days, and now it's below it. Surprisingly, it's putting out pips, though. It actually is putting out some pips. This Euro Aussie actually is putting out over 145 pips per day on a 4-week basis. So the pair is putting out pips and doing its job. How are we going to trade this next week? Traders, I got to be honest with you, you're just going to have to trade what's in front of you and look for a bias. And something I learned, I read. I'm a big reader, and I'm reading this book, and this guy's talking about support and resistance. And he goes, well, what do you do when you get in a chart like this? This is a pretty ugly chart, like what are you going to do? One thing you do is you go into the next time frame up and see if it clears it up for you and gives you some nice support and resistance areas. The other thing he talks a lot about is, believe it or not, is a line chart. Wow, when's the last time you looked at a line chart? But a line chart takes out all the noise, and you can actually see support and resistance very clearly. He calls them zones, as I do. And it's really neat to see it when you have an ugly chart like this. If I was able to put a line chart on here, I'd do it for you. And it just clears this totally up. All right, let's go over to the pound Aussie, another great currency pair to trade. This came up almost to resistance area and basically came back down for the 2 days. And how are we going to trade this coming into the week? Well, my bias is I'm still bullish. There's no reason for me not to be bullish in this pair. We're still seeing higher highs, higher lows. To me, this is just a fib back. This is a huge data release candle, last candle. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. And we'll see if this is a blue candle when we start Asia in the beginning of the week. Here's our dollar CAD. Nice movement. Look at this, higher highs and higher lows. And that's, of course, our Friday data candle. And just huge red candle. Beautiful, isn't it? But again, how are you going to trade this next week? You expect to just keep buying the dollar. I mean, that's the only thing to do is to buy the dollar. And that's what we're going to do. Our bias is going to be to the upside. Look at how far away the 200 exponential moving average is from price, so we should have no issues there. Here's our New Zealand dollar. Look at this New Zealand dollar. This has broken support all week last week. Every day it broke it again. And the current candle is green and blue, and it's coming back up. But it's going to be interesting to see this on Tuesday after Monday to see what kind of candle we get. But what's your bias on the New Zealand dollar? Well, the only thing I'm looking to do is to sell it. I don't see anything here that says this is a change of trend. This is a change of anything. This is bearish. So we just want to look to sell this. Now, if you're a scalper and you're below the 1 hour chart, you can go in both directions. Because you're in smaller time frames. I don't trade anything under the 1 hour chart. Here's the Aussie dollar, the crazy Aussie. The Aussie has been extremely bearish. Data came out, remember NFP is a commodity issue, and you can see we get this huge spike to the upside on the Aussie. And that's not a surprise. What do I expect to come Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday? I expect this to come all the way back down here to support and break it, and we're just going to continue to sell it. No other thing to do than to sell the Aussie. Here's the Aussie New Zealand, pretty nice. This is bullish. If you look at this chart spatially, there's no big surprises here. This is a nice bullish chart. Higher highs and higher lows, and we're just going to keep buying this. No reason to sell it. There's nothing here in this chart that says to sell it. It really is a good looking chart. Nice stair-step moves in both directions. It's a little sideways, which is okay. And but my bias would be is to buy this. This is a nice setup, by the way. This is a nice angle trade. Take those last 3 candles, stick a trend line on there, and if it gets and closes below the trend line, take it down to the 200 exponential moving average. Just a little side strategy there for you. And then here we come to one of our favorites, of course, the euro dollar. And this is at resistance. I expect this to absolutely... this is not the euro dollar. Is this the euro dollar? Yeah? Here it is. Sorry, folks. My screen is really small. I can't see the numbers. Yeah, the euro dollar. So this came up for the last couple of days. So I'm expecting this to fall like a rock, especially after the data came out. So I don't expect anything big here. I'm bearish in the euro dollar. I know you're saying, Bill, you're crazy. This is absolutely a bullish candle, stick formation here, and we should be looking to buy this. But I'm not. I am staying with my thoughts here, and we're just going to stay with this, and we're going to still sell it, I think. This is at resistance. That's a good chance it's just going to pop out to the downside. Here's Aussie yen, really strong to the upside. Again, though, look at your last 5 days, 6 days, sideways price action. The bias is to buy it. However, I want to see it. I need a pullback here. I need something, to get me to buy this. I'm not going to buy this right here. Whether I do a trend line, whether I do a horizontal line showing resistance. I'm not going to trade this here. This is either going to pull back or it's going to break a resistance line and a retest, and then give me a full candle, and we'll be more than happy to jump in there and have a great time with it. Other than that, I am not interested in it. All right, traders, I think that's a mistake on that. I gotta check that. I think that's a mistake on that that euro chart. Here's the pound yen. Pound yen is looking nice. The good old beast. Look, this week was just a perfect week. This thing just kept going up and up and up and up all week. Higher highs, higher lows. Look at that bounce off the 200 exponential moving average, which we've been talking about for quite a while. And it just respects the 200 so much. That's really like the only thing you need on your chart is a 200 exponential moving average. I like Bollinger Bands. That's why they're there in the background. But this is bullish. Now we're just waiting for the pullback, and we're just going to continue the motion. This is a dollar index chart, and this basically just tells you how strong the dollar is. It just shows you that that the dollar is absolutely just running away, and it's very strong. The thing to watch here is if you do not have a dollar index chart on your platform for whatever reason, all you need to do is go to the dollar yen. If you go to a dollar yen chart, you will be able to. They resemble each other very closely. If I had a dollar yen chart in front of me, I would show it to you, and they're almost identical. So with the dollar yen chart, you can use this dollar index chart also. Traders, on this beautiful Saturday morning, I want to thank you for being with me. It's been a great week, and we're looking forward to the market opening previews starting in Asia at the beginning of the week, and we do that every single trading day before the London Open. And of course, we always do the Friday wrap up about 4 or 5 hours after New York closes. Once I start seeing some daylight, I sort of like grab a couple of cups of coffee, and then I come in here and I do this. Thank you, traders, very much for being with me. And remember, this is brought to you through FXCL. FXCL, excellence in trading, our great friends. Traders, have a great weekend break, and we'll see you in the next Asia session. Take care, my friends, and bye-bye.